cannot wait to witness this one. There's nothing quite like a fight at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford. 5'7", 135 pounds even. That's the lightweight limit. And he's got a reach of 74 inches. And he'll be faced... And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford. One of the pound for pound. And it's the king. A lot of pre-match. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Big hooks upstairs. Khan versus Crawford Part 2. Of course, Crawford with that TKO win in 2019 in New York City.
What a fight it was. It was bubbling to be an unbelievably interesting, intriguing fight. Crawford's still as fast. He's still as slick, still as powerful. Now Amir Khan knows this guy can put the pressure on. So I've either got to jump on him early and throw it all in for 5 rounds, or exactly the same thing's going to happen all over again.
Nice exchanges from both men in the... Whoa, wait a minute! Terrence Crawford just got rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Can't score with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Blocks that left hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what?
On to the second round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
And he scores with the counter. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That punch scores. So hard to defend against. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round? You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know, I've been in...
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They exchange punches. He blocks that jab. That big hook doesn't land. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Nice round, good round, I like that, I'm happy. The jab's working. What you doing? You switched off.
On to the 4th we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab misses. Good counter punch. Needs to put some combination works together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Hook misses. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice defense on that hook. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Great work, I love that, I love that.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with that jab. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Hard look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe. And the second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Amir Khan. And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. I don't care how good your chin is. Punch like that, and you're going down.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4. And you still want it.
Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes. This is the beginning of round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
You'd like to see more jabs. All right, hook misses. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Not a lot of defense here at all. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got it. Here we go. It's round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Both men step back for just a moment. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Nice counter shot. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. And there's the bell for round 8. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Amir Khan is rocked. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. They're both trying for a knockout. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the gods took him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're all right.
No surprise there, a unanimous decision.